Palace, 200 figures of the British establishment gathered to authorise a proclamation that Charles is king. The chatter suddenly ended as they thought the moment had come. Instead, a reminder, we live in an age when proclamations are not strictly necessary.
Please make sure mobile phones are switched off.
The Queen Consort and the newly titled Prince of Wales heard the formal announcement of the Queen's death and the proclamation to be agreed.
My lords, it is my sad duty to inform you that Her Most Gracious Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II, has passed away.
With one voice and consent of tongue and heart, publish and proclaim that the Prince Charles Philip Arthur George is now, by the death of our late sovereign of happy memory, become our only lawful and rightful liege lord. Bless his majesty with long and happy years to reign over us. God save the king.
God save the king.
Privy Councillors then moved to the throne room to King.
My lords, ladies and gentlemen, it is my most sorrowful duty to announce to you the death of my beloved mother, the Queen. My mother's reign was unequalled in its duration, its dedication, and its devotion. Even as we grieve, we give thanks for this most faithful life. I am deeply aware of this great inheritance and of the duties and heavy responsibilities of sovereignty, which have now passed to me. In taking up these responsibilities, I shall strive to follow the inspiring example I have been set in upholding constitutional government and in carrying out the heavy task that has been laid upon me, and to which I now dedicate what remains to me of my life. I pray for the guidance and help of Almighty God.
I have with humble duty to crave your Majesty's permission for the publication of your gracious speech.
Approved.
Although he's now Supreme Governor of the Church of England, law requires him to swear an oath to protect the Protestant faith in Scotland, where church and state are separate.
I, Charles III, by the grace of God, of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, and of my other realms and territories, King, Defender of the Faith, do faithfully promise and swear that I shall inviolably maintain and preserve the settlement of the true Protestant religion as established by the laws made in Scotland.
The oath was then signed, a moment of frustration as some pens are in his way. He now signs Charles R. Rex, King. There were two more proclamations to be approved, one for a bank holiday on the day of the Queen's funeral.
Approved.
Two more signatures required. The King says away, annoyed again by inkstands and pens cluttering the table. On their way out, all were asked to sign the proclamation.
It's not working.
Pens, it seems, again an issue. The agreed by centuries-old tradition proclaimed to a crowd whose iPhones pinged them the news 2 days ago.
Whereas it has pleased Almighty God to call to his mercy our late Sovereign Lady, Queen Elizabeth II, of blessed and glorious memory.
The proclamation was repeated in the City of London.
The crown of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland is solely and rightfully come to the Prince Charles Philip Arthur George. God save the King.
God save the King.
3 cheers for His Majesty the King. Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray!
The King was cheered on his way back to Buckingham Palace, where he would meet Liz Truss again and members of her new cabinet, including the Chancellor, whose plans for a major tax announcement have been thrown by the period of mourning for the late Queen. There was a hand on the arm from the Labour leader, Sir Keir Starmer, when he met the King, who also met with the leader of the Liberal Democrats, Sir Ed Davey. Speaking at the Accession Council earlier, the King repeated the promise he gave in his TV address to the nation last night to stay out of politics. But some who've known him well through his years as Prince of Wales, campaigning on issues like the environment, say he's a man of even stronger opinions.
Like, we wanted to be near the Queen, and I brought my son and my daughter.
And they'll be smiling, but inside they'll be as upset as what we are. And so it's really difficult for them to come out and put a brave face.
I've got this distance
on my way. Yeah, I'm in.
As you can see, people are still trooping in. They are still trooping into the Buckingham Palace to show their love for the Queen of England that has just passed away. Most of they are. See the way people are still trooping in to the Buckingham Palace to show their love for the Queen of England that has just passed away. This is Ogboinu Channel, streaming live from UK. I am Omolofin, your moderator. I'm streaming live from United Kingdom.